quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Louisiana Raging Cajuns and the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and we'll be underway. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Ready to fire from the pistol. Give to the single back. Stop right at the line of scrimmage, and this crowd giving this defense some juice.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Winfield. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Raging Cajuns will line up to punt it away. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
The Raging Cajuns offense takes the field to begin this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. That's reeled in. It's Jensen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. To the air, it's Winfield. looking to the big tight end. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Louisiana Tech starts this drive as the offense goes on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Miller with the ball. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is four-down territory. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. There's a crease. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield.
And these linebackers are flying around, and they like to bring the boom. What a great job playing physical, setting the tone, and letting them know, don't come over the middle of my field.
Back to pass, it's Baker. Dumps it off in the flats. Touchdown, Bulldog! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
The short hands, it's Johnson. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
Looking to throw, it's Winfield. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind them, and that's where you can make big plays.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Using his feet to buy time. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Throws for the tight end. The sure hands, it's Fenwick. Oh, he found a space on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana Tech holding the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Going to the run, it's Miller. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Oh, it is on the offensive line to shore up the protection after the sack on the last play. 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. All right, guys, let's talk Raging Cajuns. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back, a guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw, it's Winfield. Fires to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
This offense has got to find a way to get some gives, some layups, some screens. They need some yaks, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
The Raging Cajuns will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Makes the grab. Snags it, and there's running room. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Bulldogs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. And the Bulldogs are rolling down the field. They'll go to the counter. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Makes the catch. It's Finley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Looking to throw, it's Baker. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Louisiana Season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And here's the return. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. Looks as if it's the junior linebacker who's still down on the play, and Howie Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Winfield. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And you never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
And the QB finds this guy again for the 2nd time on this drive. Nice job creating explosive plays, finding the speed, finding the matchup, and now this offense is in a good position to go down and get some points.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to pass, it's Baker. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Reagan. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And the Raging Cajuns headed quickly to the line.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Winfield. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's got him this time. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at 44. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Raging Cajuns will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Wade. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Raging Cajuns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. To the air on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Cajuns.
Man, textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing. You need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense.
Great. So it's on. Here we go. Ready. Go.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Going to take a shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's start with the USC Trojans taking on the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Trojans looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Sunbelt.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. And they're able to get him down. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Fires to the tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Louisiana offense heads out onto the field to start this drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
On the draw, it's Reagan. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He's got him. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Running inside, it's Miller. Shakes off the defender. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. The run inside. It's Miller. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Baker. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run it. It's Miller. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Takes the easy throw in the flat. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Jensen. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Raging Cajuns come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. To the air, it's Winfield. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Firing to the right, complete. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And this is why, as a defense, man, you don't want to let the quarterback outside the pocket. Once he gets outside the pocket, now everybody else has to adjust, and some people have to leave coverage, and he goes and he starts going towards his right. Nice job by the receiver finding some space towards the sidelines. They get the completion and make the play.
Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Louisiana Tech is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Running to the left. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Stopped after a gain of 3, it'll be 2nd and 7. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying the left side. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. To throw, it's Baker. Makes the grab. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll go with a direct snap. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
He'll start this drive going to the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
I think that's a throw the quarterback's just got to take a little bit off it to make it easy on his intended target. He just threw that out far a little too much, and too much mustard as well.
Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on 3rd down, and life is much better. Just going to keep it after the snap. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Oh, there is laundry on the deck, and it might be a reprieve for this kicker. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Off play action. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Pulls it on the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the Raging Cajuns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! They take the lead here in the 4th.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. To the air, it's Baker. Finds his man, it's Miller. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires one high and deep. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And the point after is good. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? To the ground. He's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there are still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Baker. Pocket breaking down. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Kick is in the air. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. Hit as he throws. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 from their own 1, and they must take care of the football. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. He's got it. Makes the catch, and he's free. Crosses midfield. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Louisiana. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. That's his 3rd score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Baker. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Plucks it out of the air.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Release to the back. Pulls it in. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by...
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Touchdown, Cajuns. The defense putting points on the board.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Baker. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And, man, he was just like, forget that, guys. I'm getting this back on one play. Like, obviously, the big decision last drive, makes the mistake that goes all the way back to the house, and it looked to me like I want it all back. We're going to get the momentum right now. Defense ready, made a stand, made a nice play.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Bulldogs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Sometimes it's so hard for receivers to just step out of bounds and give up yards. It's the smart play. Great job. Get out of bounds. Stop the clock. It's not about getting 5 more yards. It's about saving that clock because we need to score some points.
They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Back to throw, it's Baker. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
He wants it all. Dropped the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.